Welcome to my kitchen. I will be cooking a dish from Czech Republic, which it is now. To start, I'll be making a bread. It's called vanilka. Some of the ingredients that you'll need: vanilla extract, salt, butter, egg, flour, lots of flour, dry yeast, active for the rising agent, sugar, milk, and of course just a little bit of help while you're cooking. This is actually a Czech beer. This will be helpful in my bread making tonight. So one of the first things you need to do is combine ingredients into a bowl. You put it in a warm location for about 10 minutes and cover it with a dish towel. Right now I have it in the oven on a setting lower than warm. So this will be added to the ingredients that have been added into the mixer. Now this is an electric mixer, and on the end of it we have a dough hook. What is combined in here, if you have a snazzy little electric mixer like this, you can twist it off and add your ingredients in there. We're going to go ahead and mix this with the electric mixer first. Then we will add the yeast. Now I'll be adding about 5 to 6 cups of flour, slowly. So I'll probably be doing a fourth of a cup at a time just to get it mixed, because if you add a lot at one time, you'll get this lovely plume cloud in your kitchen and cover everything with flour, which could be disastrous depending on how you look at it, or very fun. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And then after this is mixed and we have some dough, we're going to move on to kneading. So after you mix it in the mixer, it should look something like this. And what you want to do is put flour down on the surface, and you're going to knead it just a little bit until it's no longer sticky. Calling in resources, GAM. You need to beat your dough, or punch it. So what you want to do is you have this lump dough, right? You literally want to just punch the dough. Okay. And GAM suggests that the more you punch it and knead it, the better it is for the dough, because you don't want it to be sticky. Silly, I know, but if you're angry that day, this would be perfect to do. So then what you want to do is grab the side that's furthest from you, pull it in, and use your palms and push out. And you just want to keep doing this. And then when it kind of gets in this ball shape, you want to punch it again. So you want to do this for about 8 minutes. When this is done, we put it in a warm location, covered with a dish towel and a bowl, for 60 minutes. And then we'll take it out, do just a tiny bit more kneading, and then we get into the fun part of it where we actually do 3 layers of braid for the bread. You shape it into a long loaf, and then as you'll see, I'll kind of eyeball it. I sort of eyeball a lot when I cook. And you want to separate it now into thirds. Okay. So now we have 3 pieces. So then you go ahead and divide the 3 pieces into 3s. So you'll have a total of 9. So, like I said, you want to have 9 pieces in total, little balls. And then what you're going to do is roll them out into tubes. There you go. So what I just did was put a little bit of water on my hands, just so my hands don't stick to the dough, which makes it easier for me to roll it out. Okay, so after you have your tubes, 9 of them, you'll start with your bottom layer, which you need 4 for. So you want to make it out like this. You get a little octopus looking guy. And then what you're going to do is loop them under to braid. So as you're braiding, you want to start with this one, and this guy will come over the top to come out here. And then your middle piece will come under that guy, and then you'll come through. So you just really want to make a nice looking braid. And then when that's braided, you want to kind of tuck the ends under. And then you want to do a little bit of a divot in the middle. And then you can brush some water over the top. I don't have any brushes, so I'm just going to use my fingers a little bit. And then you go on to your next layer. So with your middle layer, since you have 3 pieces, you'll want to braid it. Now females, it is easier for us to braid, typically because we tend to braid our hair. But for the fellas and anybody else who might not have braided their hair, you want to take the outside, it's my left, you want to pull it over the top middle piece, so it's over to the side. You want to take your right piece and bring it through, and then you just kind of keep doing that all the way down to the end. And then you want to place this on top of your other layer. And again, you want to do the little divot in the middle. If you have a brush, that works fine. Again, I'm going to use my fingers. And again, this will create stickiness for your top layer. And then your final 2, pretty easy. You only got 2. So on this layer, you'll just twist them. And then this will sit right on top. Now there are different variations of this bread in terms of what people will put on top. You can put, raisins. I've seen slivered almonds you can put on top. So it's really just up to you, and if you want to have some type of variety there. So for this one, you just put it on top, pat it down a little bit. So this is what your loaf should look like before going in. And again, you want to set your oven for 350, and you're going to be baking for about 35 to 40 minutes, so just keep an eye on it. If you don't have a brush, like myself, one trick that I've learned from my mother is to use the back side of the spoon to spread it around a little bit. So we'll just kind of put it on here. I'm just going to put in some skewers just to sort of hold it in place. So our oven is heated and ready to go. So our loaf will now go into the oven and bake for 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, and here you go, the finished product, vanunka. In a little bit, we'll be combining this with some soup and maybe a nice glass of beer. Tonight we will be featuring a soup called brambakara. This is a potato soup that is very traditional in the Czech Republic. What you see that I've already gotten started, this is mushrooms chopped finely. You'll see some onions in there, and you'll also see some root of celery, which is the red pieces in there. What you'll add to this then is butter, and you'll simmer this for about just till the onions are tender, they turn a bit clear. And then when that happens, you want to take a little bit of flour, about 2 tablespoons, and sprinkle this vegetable mixture. Once that water mixture and flour is blended with the vegetables, we then go ahead and add the rest of the water, which is about 5 cups, the diced potatoes, which are, the recipe calls for 3 diced potatoes, caraway seeds, and salt. And this will cook for about 20 minutes. Now with the soup complete, which again, the name is brambakara, this is what it should look like. You can see lots of the potatoes. And then the vanunka bread will pair very nicely with the soup. And then, of course, we'll finish it off with the beer. And here our Czech Republic meal is complete. Ladies, what are your reactions of the meal before you that you're enjoying, hopefully?
Make it again. It's really good.
Oh, yes, please.
Ahoy, or hi in the Czech language. I'm here with Paige, and I'm going to help her speak some key survival phrases in Czech. So, Paige, hi is ahoy.
Ahoy.
The next one is how are you? Jak se máš?
Jak se máš?
What is this? If you're pointing at something, like what is this? It's just simply say it though.
Say it though.
The next one, what's your name? Would be jak se jmenuta.
Jak se jmenuta.
Great. And then to answer, you would say, my name is, would be je jmenuji se Laura.
Je jmenuji se Kate.
And then goodbye would be nashkledano.
Nashkledano.
And then thank you would be děkuji. Well, I hope this was helpful. Just some simple greetings, things you might need to know when you're in the Czech Republic. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the meal and this little win.
Jinak je to ale písnička mýho plišovýho tygra.